Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to your daily Wallops weather briefing for Wednesday, January 30th. Seeing some mostly clear and chilly conditions out there this morning. We do anticipate clouds to increase as we go towards the afternoon as an Arctic front passes the area, and then we're going to really see some very frigid temperatures as we go into tomorrow and Friday morning. Taking a look at our conditions across the area from yesterday, we did see a fairly mild day for high temperatures yesterday across the region. Most locations near or just below 50 degrees. Baltimore was the cold spot for the high, not even able to get up to 40. Norfolk was able to reach close to 60 degrees yesterday afternoon. This morning we did see widespread temperatures in the low 20s across the region. Here at Wallops we saw our low temperature dip down to 20 very briefly after 7 a.m. So these are for temperatures low temperatures of 7 a.m. or before. So just after 7 a.m. we did see our temperature here at Wallops dip just below 20 with the sunrise, and then it went up from there. So very cold morning across the region. Yesterday evening we did see that weak front pass the area, and it did bring some fairly decent rain across the region. Many locations reporting around 1/4 of an inch of rain here at Wallops, and we only saw just above 1/10 of an inch of rain. However, as of 9 a.m., we were seeing temperatures at or just below freezing across the region under sunny skies. Taking a look at our sounding from this morning, we are seeing winds from the northwest or west-northwest of the surface up through 3,000 feet with a little bit of a lower level jet near that 3,000 foot level at just below 35 knots, then weakening above there, and then winds are increasing once again as they switch southwesterly at 9,000 feet at 66 knots, and then gradually increasing from the southwest all the way up to a very quick 140 knots at 25,000 foot level. Taking a look at a satellite loop here this morning, we have those clear skies earlier this morning across much of the Delmarva. In the past hour or two, we have been seeing some upper level cirrus start to develop and stream across the region, and that'll continue to increase slowly as we go through the day. And then as that front approaches, you can see over the Appalachians, that's going to continue to march eastward, and then we'll start to see some lower level clouds as that approaches, and possibly even seeing a brief snow flurry too in the mid-afternoon hours. Take a look at our surface analysis. You can see that a front there over the Appalachians. That's going to continue to move westward. Like I said, going to see very slight chance of a brief snow flurry. Chances look only around 15% of that occurring, and anything that does fall is going to be very quick, and it's only going to be a couple of snow flurries here and there. Mainly going to be just seeing an uptick in that cloudiness, and then with some increased lapse rates, we're also going to be seeing those winds become gusty at times this afternoon, possibly gusting to near or slightly above 35 miles per hour briefly. So taking a look at our forecast charts for today, you can see that front continuing to approach, expected to cross the area in the mid-afternoon hours. We'll see those winds pick up as it crosses well and behind it. And then, like I said, mainly just seeing uptick in cloudiness across the area briefly for a couple hours with the dry air mass at the surface. Not going to really see any precipitation, maybe just a snow flurry or two. By tonight, going to see that front move off the coast. We'll see that Arctic high pressure really start to build into the area. Winds are going to not become completely calm tonight, but become light enough to really get those temperatures dropping very, very low across the region under clear skies. Going to be seeing low close to 10 degrees here, and then we should be seeing some widespread single-digit lows across more interior portions of the Delmarva with that radiational cooling and that Arctic air mass in place. So that'll be continuing to Thursday morning. We'll continue to see those mostly clear skies with those very cold temperatures, and that'll also continue into the afternoon as that Canadian high starts to really settle across the region, only expecting temperatures to rise into the upper 20s across the region. Not expecting to see those temperatures rise above freezing at all tomorrow. As we go into Friday, still going to be seeing some chilly temperatures, a little bit closer to average though. There is going to be a weak upper level disturbance crossing the area. Right now it does look like that's just going to mainly give us some cloudy skies throughout the day on Friday. Could be seeing a isolated shower, perhaps a snow shower across the central or northern portion of the Delmarva, but right now it does not look like any of that is going to make it down this way. Possibly not even seeing it too much or anything really at all in those northern portions of the Delmarva. So really that upper level disturbance is going to be pretty dry and weak, just giving us a increase in cloudiness here and perhaps a sprinkle just to the north of the Wallops area. Just taking a quick look at a short-term model here to show you how that Arctic front is going to move across the area. This is running around 2 p.m. and then you can start to see it impacting more northern portions of the Delmarva, and as you can see, it's going to be pretty weak by the time it gets down here and really falling apart just north of Wallops. So not really going to have too much more than around a 10% chance of seeing a quick snow flurry as that crosses. Looks like it's going to be mainly between about 5 and 7 p.m. if we do see a snow flurry or two. Taking a look at our weather chart for today, going to be seeing a high this afternoon of 40 degrees as those southwesterly winds pick up ahead of that front, possibly seeing those gusts to around 35 to 40 miles per hour very briefly due to those stronger lapse rates, with sustained winds around 15 to 20 knots with that frontal passage, and then slowly weakening from the northwest this evening, becoming 7 to 12 knots overnight and into the pre-dawn hours of tomorrow. And then with those clear skies and that Arctic air mass in place, going to be seeing a very cold low down to 11 degrees tomorrow morning, and could be seeing those wind chills drop just below 0 degrees anytime between midnight and around 8 a.m. tomorrow. So a very cold wind chills out there. Seeing those wind chills drop below 10 degrees after about 8 p.m. this evening. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, going to be seeing a scattered to broken deck of cirrus clouds throughout the remainder of the morning hours. Then as we get to the afternoon, we'll start to see some clouds near 4,000 feet pop up as that front approaches, becoming broken at 4,000 feet at 3 p.m. as that front crosses the area. And then after about 5 or 6 p.m. as that front starts to depart, we'll see those clouds near 3,000 or 4,000 feet start to slowly decrease, with skies becoming clear after 10 p.m. And then around 4 a.m. does look like we're going to get a couple of mid-level clouds creeping into the area around 15,000 feet. For tomorrow, going to be seeing mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies with that Canadian high pressure in place. Going to be very cold out there, only expecting a high of 26 here at Wallops. Thursday night, going to be looking at partly cloudy skies early, and then the clouds will increase throughout the night. Still going to be very cold, however, with a low of 17 expected. And then Friday, we'll have that weak dry disturbance pass to the north of the region, just mainly giving us some mostly cloudy to overcast skies. Can't rule out a slight chance of a sprinkle, but only looking around a 15% chance of any sprinkles here or there here at Wallops at this time. Maybe a little bit higher once you get up towards Salisbury and north of there, with a high of 40 on Friday. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, going to be looking at a high temperature of 40 today, and then we're going to get that very cold air mass settled in place for a day or two. So tomorrow is going to be the coldest day by far in the extended outlook, only looking at a high of 26. So very cold across the region, and then with those very cold wind chills tomorrow morning, make sure to take precautions for that. And then we'll start to see things moderate a bit on Friday with overcast skies becoming 40 degrees. And then Saturday we're going to have a high pressure settled over the region, and then with possibly still seeing some wet ground and a colder air mass in place. Does look like a fairly good setup of seeing some widespread morning fog on Saturday, and then we'll see things start to clear up and become partly cloudy with a seasonable high of 46 degrees. And then we're going to start to see some high pressure build well east of the area, and that's going to help to give us a pretty good southerly flow across the region between Sunday and Tuesday. Still some discrepancies in the models if we're going to be getting any precipitation at that time, but it does start to look like we're going to get a fairly decent warm-up through at least the first half of next week, and then those look like the second half of next week we're going to return to those colder, more winter-like temperatures, but can expect a brief lull in any cooler temperatures for the start of the week, with temperatures rising into the mid-50s on Sunday, and then into the lower 60s for Monday and Tuesday under mostly cloudy skies. That'll do it for your daily weather briefing. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. and at 10 a.m. Have a great day.